Flight boss, bitch, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Terry Smooth. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And what's going down with all you motherfucking Tauruses out there? Now, for the most part, this is going to be your flight card reading. Now, if you don't know how this works, you could actually go to my video, Flight Card Reader Introduction, and it kind of breaks down everything. And we're going to talk about your love matters, business and career matters, and home and family matters and shit like that. Like I said, once again, don't laugh at my goddamn shuffling. As long as the cards get mixed and mingled the way that they're supposed to. Now let me go ahead and give me a few seconds to channel y'all goddamn energy. So for all you Tauruses, let's see what's actually going on as far as your love matters first. So let me jump into y'all spectrum of fixed earth. You know what I'm saying? Fixed earth. Venus. Second house. You know what I'm saying? We know y'all like patience, stability, foundation, manifested. Something to stand on, something to sit on, a foundation to land on out of your creations. Love, appreciation, valuing what you have to offer to the world. Mastery over the five senses. Touch, taste, sense. What's going on with you guys? Love matters. Check this out. Ace. Now, you guys dealing with a selfish time right now. So all you Tauruses, you're dealing with a selfish time right now because the ace represents you. Now, when I say selfish, that doesn't necessarily mean something negative. It's just you're thinking about you right now as a Taurus. Now, for the most part, pardon me, goddamn. Now, for the most, y'all know I'm dealing with these bowel stresses. Now, this is a spade. Now, a spade represents an obstacle, opposition, cutting, or opposing. So you're cutting. So when it comes to you, you're cutting yourself out in some way, shape, or form, or you're cutting someone else out based upon what spectrum you're on. If you're on this side or that side, you're either cutting someone else out or you're cutting yourself out of a circumstance or a situation. As far as my Taurus is out there, when it comes to a love scenario. So we're talking about love matters right now, and you're thinking more about yourself right now. And it's the spade ace. So it's either you're cutting yourself out of a circumstance or you're cutting someone out of your circumstances. Keep that in mind. So let's break down the energy. Let's finish the story. Let's see why you're looking at love like that in the first place, and let's see why you're in that situation when it comes to your love matters that you have to be selfish. Stability, practicality, loyalty. That's all you ask for. You know what I'm saying? We got a seven of diamonds. Now, a seven represents your knowledge. So this is something you know. So you have gained some knowledge about something, gained some wisdom about something. You see, and then it's a diamond. A diamond represents a trine, a gift, something positive. So you have received some positive information that made you think about yourself and and exclude yourself from that situation or exclude the person from that situation. You have received some type of information, some type of knowledge, some type of wisdom. And then by it being a diamond, it was positive. It was a gift. So this wisdom was essential to you. And it's the reason why you're thinking selfish. So this is not playing out as a negative on your part. This is playing out as you thinking, you excluding yourself because you received some information that was positive to you. So whatever you're doing is the right thing. So let's see what energy you got that from. What zodiac sign and what zodiac energy you got that from, and let's finish this goddamn story of what you're dealing with. So who cheated on you, Taurus? Or who doing things behind your back to make you feel like you need to separate? What's going on with you right now, Taurus? God damn it. I know you just want to make sense out of things. You just want to stabilize things. You don't want to keep moving so fast. Can we formulate and ground something? God damn it. Ace. We got another ace of clubs. You're learning more about yourself right now. You're learning more about yourself and you're learning about others. So for the most part, you're in a learning process right now as a Taurus, right? You're excluding yourself from you're excluding yourself or you're excluding someone because you received some amount of information that was positive to you, and now you learned more about yourself during this time. So when it comes to love matters right now, this ain't really a time to be trying to reach out for relationships. And if you're already in a relationship, now ain't really the time to try to be rectifying anything because you're really you'll play that out in a selfish. If you're already in a relationship, you'll play that out in a selfish mode because right now you're more learning about yourself right now, and you're learning about yourself through through the wisdom and knowledge that you have received based upon you wanting to exclude yourself from an idea, thought form, or person, place, or thing. So keep that in mind. So right now, Taurus, is you guys are more self-orientated than relationship-based right now. Even if you are in a relationship, you still care more about what you're trying to get on. So let's see what's going on with your business matters and business and career. So we can tie all these things together. So Taurus is here. You're more thinking about yourself right now. You're more self-learning, and you feel like you have to detach because of the wisdom that you have received. So overall, let's talk about the energies you're dealing with. Ace represents 1, 7, that's 8, and another 1, that's 9. So 9 together. This is the Sagittarian energy. So for the most part, all Tauruses right now is you're either dealing with a Sagittarius, or you're in a circumstance, a situation where your situation is revolved around Sagittarian-like energy, where you have to move around, you have to put yourself in a circumstance where you have to develop more wisdom and knowledge, or obtain a little bit more experiences. So right now, you're going through experiences right now where you are obtaining wisdom and knowledge, or you in a situation where you feel like you may need to preach or teach a lot more, based upon when it comes to relationships and how to relate to people, places, and things, because you're in a more self-awareness state right now. So you're dealing with heavy Sagittarian energy right now, Tauruses. Getting back to the business and career. Now let's see what your eyes is on as far as business and career right now at the moment. Let's see what Tauruses, because you know y'all like to foundate yourself in something. Y'all don't like to be one here and run there and one here and one there and one here and run there and one here and one there. Y'all like to fixate yourself in that circumstance or situation and make it work, even if it don't appear like it worked in the first place. This is why Tauruses, y'all can get proved wrong a lot of times and still be fixated in your own thought, in your own imagination. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, keep all that in mind. So when we channeling all that energy that you guys have and putting it in the spectrum of the career and the motherfucking business, you know what I'm saying? Shit like to pop out, but it like to take its time to pop out. It don't like to just jump and show itself and things of that nature. But boom, here we go. Here we go. We got motherfucking 3 of hearts. So when we got a 3 of hearts right here, right? The 3 represents your surroundings in some way, shape, or form. Now we talk about business and career, and the heart represents a sextile and an opportunity or a support system. So as far as your business and career, all Tauruses, you're going to be getting support in your surroundings in some way, shape, or form. You're going to be getting some type of support, a love, some type of opportunity in your surroundings, in arm reach, not from a distance, in arm reach, or your local surrounding in some way, shape, or form. So keep that in mind. Or it could be based upon communicating in your way of reaching out, but you're going to be receiving some type of support in your surroundings based upon your career in some way, shape, or form. Now, in your career and business. Now, let's see what kind of help this is. Business and career. What kind of help is this? Because you're going to be receiving some support. But is this support worth it? You know all money ain't good money. So is this going to be good money? Is this going to be good support? Or is this going to be some parasitic energy that's just attaching themselves to you? You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. God damn it, you got the little joker. So right now, this is motherfucker extreme internal events. Extreme internal events. So what does that actually mean when it comes to your business and career? This is something that you have to change internally. This is not something that may come externally. So for the most part, you're going to receive some support in your surroundings. But the support is not going to come externally from a person, place, or thing. It's going to come from some type of internal change. You have to internally change yourself. When we talk about the small joker, this is internal change, not external change, where it comes from an outside source. This comes from an internal change and an extreme internal event. So when this happens, that's when you're going to be able to see the support take off in your surroundings. But in your surroundings, the support is not going to come externally. It's going to come from internally. So until you do that internal change, that's when you're going to see your surroundings change in some way, shape, or form. So, but it's going to be an extreme internal event. One of those extreme changes, like you don't do the last thing that you was indulged into no more type of change. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going to help you on your path. Now, let's bring these energies together to see what kind of energy that you're dealing with. Or what kind of zodiac you're dealing with, and the elemental energies that's coming with that shit when it comes to your business and career. Because you're getting a lot of support, but the support ain't coming from a person, place, or thing. It's coming from some type of internal growth. So you need to make sure you stay on this internal growth. And what that actually means is don't get lost into the people, places, and things that's in front of you that's making you feel the way you feel. Internally change that first, and that's how your surroundings will change. But let's see what energy is this in the first place. It's in another 3 energy, which is in your surroundings again, and it's dealing with the spade. So you have to cut off a person, place, or thing in your surroundings, or in your surroundings. Spade represents the obstacle. So you're either going to experience an obstacle where someone going to cut you off, or a place or thing that you can't attach to no more, or you're going to have to do this. In order to have some type of internal change, so you can see this support come into your surroundings. So for the most part, the support, you're going to have a lot of love and support and opportunities be seen in your surroundings only when you do some internal change. And this internal change, extreme internal change you have to do is going to come from detaching yourself from the surrounding in some way, shape, or form. Whether you're detaching from a person, place, or thing in that surrounding. Because 3 represents surroundings and this represents obstacle, which is the spade. So there's a person, place, or thing that you need to detach from in order to have some internal changes within yourself in order for you to continue manifesting when it comes into your business and career. And all this is going on within your surroundings because you got the 3s. And this is going on within your surroundings. So for the most part, we need to know what kind of sign you're dealing with. The jokers have no number, so it's just a space, aka an event. And then you have 3 plus 3, which is 6, which is the Virgo energy. So you're either dealing with a Virgo when it comes to business and career, or you're dealing with the Virgo-like energy itself, where you have to learn how to be more practical, learn how to make more sense, or there's a lot more sense and ideas being thrown around, and things are not perfected. So there's a lot of nervousness and worrying going on when it comes to your business and career, and for you to want to formulate it and structure it right so it can be perfected towards you, right? So that's what's actually going on. You're nervous and things of that nature with your career, but your career is angled in the Virgo energy. So you need to correlate yourself into being more practical, making more sense out of things, and calculating and putting more things on schedule at the moment as you for you Tauruses, because that's how you're going to see your career take off, aligning yourself in the Virgo energy. But if you are washed up by the current, the Virgo energy is going to come as you being nervous and thinking that your business ain't perfected enough for you to present it. So for the most part, like I said, you're going to get a lot of support in your surroundings, but the only way you're going to see your business and career flourish, with you having the support in your surroundings, is having some type of internal event within yourself change. And the only way that internal event going to happen is by cutting yourself off from a person, place, or thing that's in your surroundings that's blocking you from your support in your surroundings. And that's how you're going to, and overall is either you're dealing with a Virgo or you have to utilize the Virgo energy in some way, shape, or form, and don't get washed under the current of the Virgo energy in some way, shape, or form in order to see your business and career take off during this time right now. Now let's see what's going on with home and family so we can bring your love matters and your business and career to a full circle. Because your love matters, you're thinking more about yourself right now. Because you develop some wisdom and knowledge. But when it comes to your business and career, you might be a little nervous about that. And based upon dealing with your love matters, you thinking more about yourself. Looking at the business and career matters is because you probably don't have the right support system that you actually want. So that's why you feel nervous about your business and career, and it's dealing with all that Virgo energy right now when it comes to your business and career. Because you slowly but surely excluded yourself from any type of relations that you had in the first place that actually was working, but it was a self-enlightenment. And now we're talking about your business and career. Now that made you nervous a little bit now about your business and career. So let's see what's going on with home and family, because that's the root of it. That's the root of why your love matters is in the situation it is right now, and why you feel that way in that Virgo energy, your business and career at the moment right now. So you're dealing with Sagittarian energy when it comes to your love and appreciation. That you want to separate from that or travel a distance from that. So you're dealing with Sagittarius energy, right? Because you got the 7 plus the 2 aces. Aces represent 1, so that's Sagittarius. You're dealing with the Virgo energy when it's coming to your business and career. So you feel like you need to stabilize that, but you feel unsure because you detached yourself from the love matters, because the love matters is in Sagittarius energy, and Virgo and Sagittarius, they squared each other. So you have to learn from what you did detach from, because it was a good thing, but you're gonna have to learn how that may affect your business and career in some way, shape, or form also. So let me do one more shuffle so we can get into home and family, to see why you have these issues in the first place when it comes to love and business and career. That was chaos. We got a falling out. That wasn't no chaos energy, but we got a falling out. When cards fall out, that means it's a falling out. So you may have a certain falling out between home and family during this time also, or you may have those kind of ideas. Home and family, the king. You're giving your grand support. You're giving your grand support when it comes to home and family. Who are you giving your grand support to? And why is you giving your grand support? Why is you giving your grand support, Tauruses, when it comes to home and family? Because y'all know y'all like loyalty. So 9 times out of 10, that's probably why y'all went out y'all way for it. Because y'all wanted to show somebody y'all was loyal. So let's see what's going on. Another king, and it's a spades. So you're giving your grand support as far as a diamond. So you're giving all your gifts and advice to someone. That's the support you're giving. But the support you're giving is being opposed, not being obliged to, not being liked. So you're giving all these gems just for it not to be liked. So you're getting grand support of realizing that your support is not supportive to others at the moment. God damn it, this is home and family. This is causing frustration real quick, because it's like you're giving all yourself, giving all these gems, just giving all your gems just for someone to receive it and oppose it. Now, why are they doing that? Let's bring this and let's see what energy you're dealing with when it comes to home and family, and why the fuck that's actually happening in that spectrum. You got a goddamn 7 of goddamn spades, because you have received some wisdom and knowledge that motherfucking made you oppose some goddamn shit. So goddamn it, you didn't receive some goddamn wisdom and knowledge that opposed you. It's opposing you in some way, shape, or form. So here's the motherfucking outcome when it comes to home and family. You're giving all your gems to someone just for them to oppose it, because you received some information that was opposing to them. So these gems that you're giving, you feel like you're giving advice and you feel like you're helping, but you're dealing with someone who don't want to hear that shit right now, because they know the situation that they're into. And since you discovered that wisdom and knowledge, 7 represents wisdom and knowledge you have obtained. You have received some information, but it's a spade. Spade represents the obstacle. Spade represents the opposition, or cutting off or opposing. So the information you received was an opposing information. And going back, it was opposing this person you was giving grand support to. So this is why they wasn't receiving the information. But your information is like gems. It's like gold. So you're not understanding why they're not listening. So this is the overall aspect that's going on in your family right now. Home and family. And this is what derived why you have love matters in that aspect, and why you have the business and career matters in Virgo energy as the aspect. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, you're dropping your gems to someone who's not receiving it, because the information you learned about them is opposing them. So they don't want to hear that shit right now. So let's see what kind of the elemental energy you're dealing with. You have a king that represents 13. Then you have another king that represents another 13. Then you have 7. So 13 plus 13 is 7. So for the most part, you got 13. And then you got 23, 24, 25, 26. And you got 26. And then you got plus motherfucking 7. So that's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So that's motherfucking 33. And when you bring 33 down, 3 plus 3 is 6. So you're dealing with the Virgo energy. You're dealing with the Virgo energy within the home and the business career. And it's making you want to the Sagittarius energy is which is in your love matters. So it's making you want to separate from these things. So dealing with home and family, you're dealing with a Virgo, or you're dealing with Virgo energy. So things are not being perfected. There's a lot of 2 cents being thrown around, criticism being thrown around. people's 2 cents being thrown around in order to try to make something work or something's not working. And it's forcing your business and career to be in the same kind of energy. But the only reason you're in this energy in the first place is because when we come to the love matters, you was being selfish to learn something about yourself because you have obtained some wisdom. So now you have to detach yourself from these people. But detaching yourself from these things, right? It was a self-awareness and a self-enlightenment, but it made you worry and it's the Sagittarian energy, so you had to travel away. But it made you worry into the Virgo energy when it comes into your business and career. So and now detaching from these things kind of make you worry a little bit. Now you feel like you have to work on something as far as your business and career. But these things got derived from the home and family because you have discovered some form of information that you felt the need to drop your gems, and now these people ain't receiving it. So that brings you back to the love matters of this is the person you have to detach from in the first place. So for the most part, this is heavy Virgo energy when it comes to the home and family. So let's bring this all to a full circle to see why you're dealing with all this worrying and why you had to detach from these people in the first place would put you in a situation that you feel like you were enlightened, but now you feel like you took 2 steps back when it comes to your career and home and family, but you felt like it was needed. So let's bring this into a full spectrum. Okay, that was a good one. I almost was like every card went into somewhere else. Okay, that was a good one. All right, boom. You're giving your grand support in a sextile, in an opportunity type of way. So you're giving your grand support, and people have been looking at you as far as an opportunity. So you have been manifesting a lot of opportunists around you. This is the reason why your love, business matters, and your home and family is like this at the moment. You have been manifesting a lot of people that are opportunists, and they look at you as an opportunity because you have been giving your grand support, which is the king, in some type of way, in some type of loving way, which is the heart. So people are taking, so you're starting to realize you've been taken advantage of at the moment. So this is what's actually going on. Yeah, Taurus says you got to watch out who you give your support to. They might not have you in your best favor. Now, got a motherfucking 6 of diamonds. So a 6 represents your attention, and a diamonds represents gifts and positivity. So for the most part, you've been giving your attention, and you've been giving your motherfucking your gifts and positivity and your attention on a grand scale. You've been giving all your attention on a grand scale. Now let's see who you've been giving your goddamn attention to, or what you've been giving your attention to. That caused all these frustrations between your love matters, business and career matters, and your home and family. Because you've been giving your grand support and all your attention. Because the 6 represents your attention and your star quality. But when you got the king of heart before that, the king represents grand support, and the heart represents a sextile. So you've been creating opportunities to give support, but it been all of your support. You ain't even had none for yourself. So let's see what zodiac energy and elemental energy you've been doing that with. Ace. So this is representing the diamond, gifts. You've been giving yourself. So for the most part, you don't have no more yourself. You don't have no gifts of your own anymore. You don't have no attention given towards you. You don't have no star quality because you gave it all away. Pardon me, goddamn. But look, check this out. Here's the thing. You've been in a selfish mode. But since it's the last card that was pulled, you've been in a selfless mode. Paying too much attention and giving yourself gifts to someone else. Right? So, and this 6 represents your attention. So you've been giving yourself and your attention and all of it as a grand support to someone else. You see what I'm saying? And this spectrum led you to the Sagittarian energy that your love matters is in. It led you to the Virgo energies that your business and career matters is in, and your family and affair issues is in. So let's bring this together right now as a whole. So for the most part, you got the king, which is 13, plus motherfucker 6, which is motherfucker 19, plus 1, which is motherfucker 20. And when you bring that together, that's motherfucker 2. So in the overall spectrum, you're dealing with yourself. Taurus energy. You see what I'm saying? You're dealing with practicality, being too stable, trying to be too loyal. And that became a default for you. That became a fault. You know, you did that to a fault. And you manifested all these circumstances and situations. But getting back to the love matters and you care more about yourself during this period of time is actually the period of time you need to be indulging yourself into. You see what I'm saying? And that's how your business and career and home and family get out of that nervous and Virgo-like energy. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. You've been giving your grand support in all of it. To the point that you became selfless. And that's why you had to detach yourself in your love matters with the Sagittarian energy, but it's why you feel a little scared in your business and career energy with the Virgo energy, and it's why your home and family life right now is kind of in a shaky place right now where people are throwing around a lot of criticisms. All because you didn't gave your grand support to someone and you gave all your attention to the point that you became selfless and all your gems you ain't got them no more. You gave them to other people, that other person. And now that's why I created those weird circumstances. So Taurus says, get up out of that right now. Put yourself in a situation where you can care more about yourself and get more selfish instead of selfless. Because when you add 8 plus 13 plus 6, not 8, the 8, that's 1, plus 13 plus 6, it all boils down to 2. Dealing with your goddamn own energies. And this motherfucker flight bus, bitch, goddamn air. And I love y'all. And we going on to Gemini.